Mohd Nazree and I am 11 years old. I am a standard 5 student at Sekolah Rendah Al-Amin Cyberjaya. I created this infographic poster and video with the help of my mom, who is supervising me for this project. When she asked me what topic I wanted to do, I did not even have to think. I said virus. Viruses are tiny, sneaky things that can cause big problems, and I have always been super curious about how they work. That is why I made this project to explain what viruses are, how they make us sick, and how our bodies with the help of science fight back. I will also share some fun facts and tips on how we can all stay healthy and strong. Ready? Let's dive into the world of virus. What is a virus? A virus is a tiny germ. It is much smaller than bacteria, and we cannot even see it with our eyes. We need a super strong microscope to see one. Unlike animals, people, or even bacteria, a virus cannot live on its own. It needs to go inside something living, like a human cell, to survive. It is like a sneaky robot. It waits until it finds a living cell, then goes inside and takes over. Once it is inside, it tells the cell to stop doing its normal job and instead to make more and more viruses. Imagine your bedroom being taken over by someone who tests everything in it to copy the intruder instead of helping you. That is what viruses do to cells. Some viruses make us sick with things like the flu, measles, or COVID-19. That is why it is important to learn how they work so we can fight back. Here is a crazy fun fact. If a virus was the size of a football, then a human would be bigger than the Earth. That means if the virus was bouncing around like a ball, I would be so big I could kick the entire planet. That just shows how unbelievably tiny viruses are. But even though they are small, they can still cause big trouble.
Whoa!
How do viruses make us sick? Once the virus gets inside our body, it goes straight in our cells. Like we talked about earlier, inside the cells, it starts making copies of itself again and again and again. Our body starts to notice that something is wrong. That is when our immune system, our body's defense team, wakes up. The immune system sends out white blood cells, which are like tiny soldiers. They try to find out and destroy the virus. During this fight, our body may get a fever to heat out and slow the virus down. We might cough or feel tired. We are signs of our body is working hard to get better. Even though we do not like being sick, it actually proves that our body is fighting back and doing its job.
A few moments later.
How do viruses spread? Viruses are clever. They find ways to travel from one person to another. One way they spread is through the air. When someone coughs, sneezes, or even talks, tiny virus particles can float in the air, and when we breathe in, we might get infected. Another way is by touching things like door handles or tablet screens. If someone touches a surface with virus particles and then we touch it and rub our eyes or nose, the virus can get inside us. Viruses also spread through close contact, like hugging, playing closely with someone who is already sick. That is why when we have COVID-19, we were taught to wear masks, wash hands, and stay apart to stop the virus from jumping from one person to a person. So to stay safe, always wash your hands before eating and cover your mouth when you sneeze. And lastly, how do cures work? Luckily, we have many ways to help our bodies fight viruses. One of the best ways is using vaccines. A vaccine gives our body a tiny bit of the virus, just enough to teach it what the virus looks like. But don't worry, the virus in the vaccine cannot hurt us. It is either weak or just a piece of it. After getting a vaccine, our immune system manages the virus and knows how to fight it in the future. So if the real virus shows up, our body goes, "Hey, I know you," and defeats it quickly. There are also antiviral medicines. This helps slow down the virus and stop it from making too many copies. And most importantly, we need to take care of our body by eating healthy food, drinking water, and we get a lot of rest when we're sick. That gives our immune system the strength to keep fighting. how we fight them. Even though viruses are super tiny, we can use our big brains and science to stop them. By staying clean, getting vaccinated, and eating healthy food, we help our bodies stay strong and ready. One day, I hope to be a scientist and discover real cures for viruses. I will use awesome technology and smart science like superhero team. First, I will build a super computer that can scan viruses closely like a microscope with a brain. Then I will design a special medicine that touches the virus. Nope, you are not allowed in. I will create a smart capsule like a tiny robot that gives the medicine only when the body needs it. And of course, I work with the other scientists to test it and make sure it is safe, especially for kids like me and for grandparents too. Science is amazing, and I hope one day my others can really help people. Until then, I will keep learning, asking questions, and dreaming big, just like a future scientist should. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Stay curious, stay healthy, and maybe one day you'll help cure viruses too. Goodbye.